All right, everybody. I've been requested to give a hangar tour. Kind of hesitate to do that though, because then I'm going to put it out there for all the world to see, and my wife's going to know everything I've got over here stashed away in these hangars. But anyway, let's go check it out. See what I got going on here. I got a lot of junk. I guess you could call it junk, but you know, one man's trash is another man's treasure, and I've got airplane treasure. That's what I got. I got a lot of treasures here. Some of them, a lot of them are going to be for sale. I'm trying to get, you know, stuff here and there, get it out of here. Let's go see what I got. Hangar number one. There we go. So this is the Kit Fox I just brought back on a trailer here a couple weeks ago. This was my brother's Kit Fox. It's sitting right here on what's normally my seating area. Of course, you got to have some water. Then I got my other Kit Fox here that this is my favorite Kit Fox. Yellow Fox here. And there's the Corbin Junior Ace that is officially sold, and the fella, I'm not going to say his name, but he's going to come pick it up tomorrow. Actually, Monday. Anyway, this is my main hangar where you see I got a mess here. This is, I was just working on this Yellow Fox here, getting it all put back together. Got my National Stole banner there, and I got the banner that everybody signed for me from Oshkosh a couple years ago after my son passed. And then there's my when I get bored, I have to play guitar a little bit, you know. Got to search on my Code of Federal Regulations. You got to keep up on the regulations, you know. Actually, I was just doing some work or some research on getting a LOTA so I can do some Kit Fox specific training in the Yellow Fox here. I've had a lot of requests to do some Kit Fox specific training, so I was checking it out. And one thing we missed here is my coffee bar area. Oops, I forgot to put the lid back on there. Just filled it up with water. But I got my coffee, I got my sippy cups and stuff, and you know, gotta have coffee. That reminds me, I left my legendary aviation coffee mug sitting over here by my workstation. Now let's go see hangar number 2. I gotta get the keys for the other hangar. I've got another hangar over here that has a couple of things in it. Get my key going. It's a little dark in here. I'm gonna have to crack the door because it takes a while for the light to come on. There we go. All right, so this is the Super Cub that I do most of my tail wheel training in. It's a 1982, basically fairly stock. It's got 29-inch Alaska bush wheels. I say fairly stock. It's got Acme Aero shocks, thanks to Matt from Acme Aero. And everybody up there, Goose and everybody. It's got some wingtip extensions and droop tips, and it's got, that's about it. It's got a normal panel in it from 82. It's a 1982, so it's kind of IFR panel from 1982, which is an overkill for a Super Cub. Anyway, then I got this, and it's not really a project. It is heck, I can't even think of the name of it now, but it's basically going to be art hanging up inside of a hangar for decoration. And here is a Kit Fox Model 5 tucked in here pretty tight. Looks like a little too tight there. My tail is almost touching the Fox, but anyway, I got them. I play airplane Tetris. This Navy looking Kit Fox, it had a Subaru engine in it. I'm gonna do videos on all of these separately, but it had a lot of stuff in the panel too. Basically an IFR panel from 1996 when it was built. In the interior, the guy won awards with it in Oshkosh the first 2 years after he built it. Took it to Oshkosh, and that's the guy's name there, Peter Graken. It's a beautiful airplane, but like I said, it had a Subaru engine in it, and I've taken that out, and I've got a Rotax 914 that's going to go back in it. And by the way, this airplane here is a Murphy Renegade, I believe is what it was. It's a biplane. Here are the wings for the Murphy Renegade right there. And that is actually a rudder off of a T6 Texan. That's it for this hangar. Oops. It takes those lights a while to come on. That's why I just open the doors. And they're just barely on now. Not very good lighting in here. All right, there we go. Now, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go over here to this trailer. It's windy out here, my goodness. In this trailer, I've got another piece of art. You might call it that. And this thing is going to be set up. I don't have all the pieces of it, but it was in a museum and they had the fabric cut off of the side here so you could see the pretty wood, and it is beautiful. And it's a French designed airplane, and the wings are gone. I don't have the wings. It's a cap something. I cannot remember the name of it either. And this right here is the beginnings of a lowly 5151 Mustang. Y'all may have heard of the Lowly company. I am friends with Michael Lowly, and so he'll be happy to see that I now have a portion of a Lowly 5151. It's never going to be finished, at least by me. It sat outside for a long time after they got it to this stage, and it's not, so most of this plywood is peeling up, and it's not good. I don't know if it would ever be airworthy, but it is pretty cool. I got these from an estate kind of a deal. They're going to eventually be set up in the hangar as a decoration. Now I wish I had a big hangar. That's part of the problem. Being in an airport like this, I've got a bunch of T-hangars, and that's all you can get. In fact, I share this one here that I'm going to now with a fella. He doesn't currently have an airplane in this hangar, so he's letting me use it, which is really nice. That's what I love about aviation and friends in aviation. And this is where I keep the storage. So I've got to get the key for this. There we go. There is the old storage. And y'all have seen this one around on the Stoll competitions and the Stoll demonstration at Oshkosh and Sun and Fun. So the rest of the stuff in here is my buddies. But there's the storage. Turn off these lights. Around the corner to the other side, I've got my traveling plane. Actually, it's really Julie's. It's really Julie's airplane. She's the one that gets that really enjoys it. And I do too. I love it. I love all of them, but this one here is a traveling plane. We're going to actually take a trip in it tomorrow. So let's see here. It's this one. There we go. Here is an S35 Bonanza and an old Jeep. Actually, that Jeep is Julie's Jeep also. Bonanza is not going to be for sale anytime soon, I promise you. That Very Easy back here is going to be for sale. So that will be for sale very soon, hopefully. I just have to get it posted. And then let me see, that's one more hangar. And that's over a little bit of a ways, so I'm gonna get my one wheel and ride over there for that one. Just because that's what the one wheel really makes nice for getting around on the airport here. There we go. All right. That one wheel really makes it handy to get around. You know, it's windy today. I don't know how this wind's coming through on this, but so this airplane that I'm going to see now has been in the no-guess family for a long time. I don't know how the wind's blowing on this, but I've got my mic inside the shirt to see what this one's been in the no-guess family for a long time. So we're gonna check it out. It's a 1949 Piper PA-16 Clipper, and it's over here collecting dust. It needs to be back in the air is what it needs. It's got VGs on it. It's got 29s. It's got Tony's Shock Monster gear on it. And it's got the Sensenich ground adjustable prop on it. And basic panel. Now, I'm going to be doing another video on each of these airplanes and the stories. This story here, though, is pretty special. This was my dad's airplane. And then ultimately it was my airplane. And then it was my son's airplane. And now it's mine again. And I'm going to go into detail on that story pretty soon. Pretty soon. Just not quite ready yet, but we'll get it. I'm going to get it done. And anyway, other thing here, I've got a fuel tank trailer. This is the hangar that's kind of a mess over here because this is kind of a stash all. Here's the floats that are going to eventually go on the Kit Fox. And here's another old Jeep. This one here is a CJ7. Used to be out on the ranch, and now it's just hanging out in here. And that's basically what you got. A little bit embarrassing at the condition of that last hangar, but you know what? That's all right. I don't have a big fancy hangar like a lot of y'all, but that's okay. I have a lot of fun with what I have. And like I said, this Kit Fox from my brother's about to be, I gotta get it back in the air or get it back, make sure the engine's good to go and make sure all the fuel lines are replaced. And it'll be up for sale here pretty soon. The Very Easy is it's got its own history, and it's missing a few things. Actually, it's flyable, but the registration's a little bit expired, you might say. I picked that one up here from auction. It was auctioned off after a former owner passed away. So I got to get a little bit to get ready for that one to get sold as is, or if I get the paperwork straight, then, you know, that'll see what that entails. But other than that, that's just a quick tour of my hangar area here at Killeen Skylark Field, India Lima Echo. I'm looking forward to getting this one out of here. It's kind of in the way right now. This is a pretty good size hangar, but it is still a T hangar, and having 3 airplanes, even the folded wings, makes it a little tight. But thank goodness the Corbin Jr. is small and the Kit Foxes are not that big. So when the Corbin gets out of here, I'll have me some more room to do some more work, and I'll move this airplane out and move that other Kit Fox in, or whatever my next project's going to be. Need to get that engine back on it, and I need to also get some work done on the clipper. This Kit Fox, anyway, never a dull moment here in Levi's world. Yee Haww. Let's go. Y'all subscribe if you want to.